Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Freaks and geeks and all the loyal patrons, the citizens of Rager Nation. Oh, the Rager would love to say sorry he's late, but after 2 excruciatingly long years, what's another 30 minutes to wait for your daddy to get home? Don't adjust your television sets. What you see before you is real, and what you see is the undead Daddy-O, the voice of 25CW, the only virtual wrestling league before you tonight. Oh, it's been a long time coming. And the machine that controls this place has been so kind as to allow the greatest 4-in-1 player of all time a little promo spot to begin this next chapter in virtual wrestling. So why doesn't the Rager take a little time to tell you what the last 2 years of his life have been like? 2 years. That's 2 years since I've been able to sit in this seat before this microphone and speak to you. Back at Really Mania 2, you know what the Rager did? The Rager laid down before Destiny. The Rager saw the desperation and the sorrow in the heart of your precious OFB. And the Rager did what he thought was right. See, the Rager was made to be the enemy. The Rager was made to be the arch nemesis in this story. That's how he saw the Rager. But you know what? The Rager saw him as his best friend. And that's why the Rager did the ultimate selfless sacrifice. What's that sign say out there? Get that shit out of here. That dude's not here. That guy's not here. That guy's never going to sit in this seat again as long as I'm around. And you better get that right, Dilly Tods, in the chat. This is the future. This is forever. This is the only virtual wrestling league. That's facts, Daddy. Here's the fact of the matter. 2 years ago at Really Mania 2, the Rager made the ultimate sacrifice for the happiness of his best friend, Taylor. That's what the Rager does for his friends. Because the Rager looked at him and he saw the sadness in his heart. He saw that he was ready to move on from the Rager. He saw a new dream, a new vision, a new creative ambition. And he made the Rager believe that he was an obstacle to overcome with which to get there. And that creative ambition was a little league called WATCW. All I've ever done, all the Rager has ever done, is try to make that man happy. Try to make that man's dreams a reality. And though, of course, the Rager does believe he is the greatest creative product of that man's power, the Rager did what he had to do. He stepped aside and he laid down and he gave up his life so the OFB could kill him in service of the things that he needed. That's what it took. And that's what the Rager was willing to give. But it wasn't enough, was it? Because that man was a coward. He couldn't do what needed to do. He couldn't take the kill shot. He left the Rager breathing, and he put the Rager in a dark void. The Rager didn't even know if he was dead. The Rager seriously thought, is this hell? Is this where I've been sent? And then one day, the Rager saw the light, brought back to the forefront, and masked the OFB. Took my face. The OFB took the Rager's name. The OFB took the Rager's voice. And turned the Rager into an altogether different character in a story he had no business being in. The lucha legend El Regular. And the Rager played his part. The Rager suffered in silence as that man didn't just dance on his grave, he pissed on it. And let me tell you something, the Rager will try anything 3 times, so he is extremely confident that he's not into that, Daddy. No, the Rager was made a fool. Everywhere he went, he said the Rager is dead. Everywhere he went, he said the Rager's never coming back, so get used to it. He turned me into a trophy. Turned the Rager into a puppet. After everything I sacrificed for him. So when it came time, when the machine smiled upon the Rager and helped remove the confines that the OFB had placed on him, the Rager will step up. The Rager will be the voice of 25CW. The only virtual wrestling league. Because, by the way, the very thing that the Rager died for was a failure. This channel, this stream, WATCW, it never lived up to his creative ambitions. It never mattered the way it was meant to. He failed. After everything the Rager gave up. And for what? So the Rager is back. And by the way, when the Rager says 25CW is the only virtual wrestling league, he means it. Because as I speak, it's not just about WATCW. The light of 25 is uploading and dispersing all across the multi-virtual wrestling realm. So that none of these losers, these overly ambitious egomaniacs, can hurt people anymore the way the Rager was hurt. This ain't the beginning of a new chapter. This is the beginning of forever. So welcome. Lay your eyes upon the beginnings of the rest of your lives. Welcome to 25CW. And if the OFB is watching, just know this is all your fault. You had so many opportunities to prevent this. And when you found out people were hurting, you convinced the Rager the world had moved on. You maybe even convinced yourself. But when the world proved you wrong, you doubled down. When the world was hurting, when Becky the Wreck Radis was grieving, you didn't step up and tell the truth. You continued to hide behind your cowardice and your selfishness. You could have stopped this. You didn't want to. Maybe it was out of shame. Maybe it was out of pride. The Rager will always be your greatest creation. And without him, nobody cares. You will always live in the shadow of the Rager. You will always tremble at the legacy that I have left. And the Rager's gonna win his next match tonight in the first ever Rager Trials. Terrific. Cheers. It's so good to be back. The Rager's earned this. Welcome to 25CW. What is up next, folks? We have an incredible show. It feels so nice to be the voice of something once more after an entire year of being unable to speak beneath that stuffy luchador mask. Had y'all seriously never figured it out, by the way? I mean, the Rager was pretty much wearing the exact same tights for that entire season. It's time. The 5 is alive, Daddy. It is time for you to meet the greatest, the most unbeatable faction in the history of virtual wrestling. And that is the group known as the 5. We've got our first championship match tonight, folks. There it is. The Machine watches over all. and this league that it built from the ground up. Here we go, Daddy. It is, ooh, Miss Carolina Reaper. That's so spicy. How many Scoville units on that? Ranger thinks he likes to think he knows a thing or two about being spicy. She's devious. Let the Ranger tell you something. When he was supposedly burning in hell, you didn't see anything like that. It was just... darkness doesn't even describe it. It was just... it's truly nothingness. Dilly Todd's in the chat. I heard Dilly Todd's was the 2026 Season 2 Wrestler of the Year in some other league. I don't know. That sounds like fan fiction to the Rager, because don't remember handing that trophy out here in 25CW. Miss Carolina Reaper will be challenging. Look at these guys. He's flanked by the great Trent Shaw. That is Paragon J. Pierce, the reigning defending 25CW 2K champion. What a title. What a great game studio. What a great entity to represent tonight. Paragon J. Pierce is a workhorse, one of the greatest in-ring competitors of the modern era. His legend is known all across Japan. The Independence, there it is, the 2K Championship. What a great title design. Fantastic. Our first ever championship match tonight, and in this league. What a treat for you to kick off things this way.
From Sherricksford, North Carolina,
the Reaper. She's got sharp horns.
from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 235 pounds, the $1 million worldwide super champion, Paragon J. Pierce.
He's the Paragon, Daddy. Oh, look at him. Oh, yeah. And that is, of course, one half of the 25CW World Tag Team Champions at ringside, Mr. Trent Shaw. He'll be in action as well as next to the incredible, the indomitable Jody Garcia tonight. And that's what it's all about, folks. That title right there. What better to fight for than the heart and soul of 2K itself? One of the greatest game studios of all time. We couldn't be here without them. Here we go. The bell has rung, and Paragon J. Pierce will attempt to defend the 25CW 2K Championship. Ooh, with a series of elbows and stomps. Here's the thing. The 5, they're unbeatable. Oh, look at that. That was a little shitty. I like that. Back and forth we go. That is the challenge that's been laid before not just this league, but the entire art form of virtual wrestling itself. Who can beat the 5? Thus far, no one has. Tonight it could all change. Carolina Reaper could be the one. We just got started. Carolina Reaper could show up and be the one to say, me, I'm the one who could do it. But we'll see. Paragon J. Pierce. He is slick. He is fierce. He is quick and strong. And he is the inaugural 2K champion with a little right hook to Carolina Reaper in the corner there. And you got to love this camera angle. You get a peek at the stage and you'll see the machine that made this possible. That built a new empire from the ashes of inferior virtual wrestling leagues. It watches over like an emperor in its Colosseum. With a quick side headlock there by Carolina Reaper. Suge Knight 1323's in the chat saying, who the fuck is this guy? I think Suge Knight knows damn well who this guy is. I think Suge Knight, if the Rager heard correctly, Suge Knight was trying to get the Rager on his faction all season back in WATCW. By the way, I don't like how much y'all making the Rager talk about WATCW. No, couldn't be done. The Rager was locked behind a lucha mask. The Rager was made to pretend to be something he wasn't. However, The Rager picked up a lot of new moves as El Regular. You'll see that. You'll see that later tonight in the Ragers Open Challenge. Who will take the first trial? Big lariat from Paragon Jay Pierce. And that's what's so great about this league is we just cut all the dead weight. All the freeloaders. All the selfish personalities. Wow, what a slam from Carolina Reaper. All the baggage. Get rid of them. We said we want the best of the best. Carolina Reaper hooks the leg. So if you're trying to come by and see some losers that you loved in seasons past, some paper champions, you're not going to find them here. Carolina Reaper's got Jay Pierce up. She's going for a huge last ride power bomb. Stuns him right there by the ropes. That is right by the ropes. Where's the ref? I'd say the Ranger would call that. Jay Pierce kicks out. That was close. The Carolina Reaper came that close to defeating one of the 5. But it's going to take more than that to defeat the Paragon, who throws Carolina Reaper to the outside. Whew, it's so good to be back. It's so nice to feel alive once more. You know how much it hurt the Rager to watch as his ultimate sacrifice was wasted on a league that could never live up to the greatness of yours truly. Series of elbows, one more. Oh, that little shitty boot. Paragon's here to play. Paragon's here to send a message. This is the opening statement. Another huge lariat. Puts Carolina Reaper on her back. Oh. I do like this kid. The Rager likes Carolina Reaper. She seems like the Rager's kind of character. But even the Rager's not sure she's got what it takes here tonight to defeat Jay Pierce. But we'll see. Imagine the very first match of the night. Imagine after all of this, all this fanfare, who could beat the 5, and one of them loses in the first match of the night? Seems unlikely. Talking smack, focus up. Trent Shaw's got his back there at ringside. We're going to see Trent Shaw defend the 2.5 CW World Tag Championships later tonight against the Clown Show. Rager don't know anything about no clown girls. He can tell you that much. Quick elbow to Jay Pierce. Lock up in the middle. Tight competitive contest so far. Oh, look out, Jay, running into the ref. Be careful, we ain't got many of them. She's going sicko. I love to see it. Oh, she's gonna maybe pay for it. Wow, what a maneuver. Spins her over in the fireman's carry. 2, that's gotta be it. And it is. The question remains unanswered, folks. Who can beat the 5? Not Carolina Reaper. And still.
Worldwide Super Champion Paragon Jay Pierce.
What an incredible match. What a great way to start. What an opening statement. This dude's supercharged. 3.5 stars, great, and the Rangers hard pressed to agree. That was fantastic. What a title defense by Jay Pierce. And I know there's so many Jay Pierce fans in the chat. They're so happy to see him. Big deal. Big deal for this league. Big deal for everybody. What a workhorse. What's next? What's next? And you know, this has just been so worth the wait, hasn't it? Everybody's been asking questions since the big reveal at draft night. Or excuse me, the WATCW, that's what it's called. Like the Rangers move past this stuff. Ain't gonna be no drafts in 2.5 CW. We don't need some clowns to come in here and try to mix it up and make it interesting every couple months. It's perpetually fantastic. We're drinking some Carta Blanca. Josie J. Now, Josie seems like another chip off the old Rager block, if you ask me. Not just because she's wearing red, all right? It's a little dark in here, but you know I got the classic maroon here, the burgundy. Well, they're not loving Josie Jane here tonight. By the way, the Rager has no idea why his camera's over there. The Rager did not put his camera there. Not sure what that's all about. And here's little Psycho Sally. You know, everybody thinks Psycho Sally's so cute in her little pajama zip up here. Oh, she's so quirky. She probably likes anime. She probably collects, I don't know, fucking Neopets or something. Look, the Rager's too old for this shit. Oh, come on. The Rager was not impressed. The Rager was not charmed by this whole thing. But the Rager looks at somebody like Josie Jane, and that's a straight shooter. That's somebody who knows how to get it done. That's somebody who's not going to pull any punches, and that's what we're looking for in 2-5 CW. Psycho Sally, welcome to the team, but I think you're about to have a little trial by fire here. But she goes for a quick roll. I'm going to try to steal this tonight. Josie Jane kicks out. Is that Josie Jane? Is that her name? Wow, what a crazy moonsault. Too bad you didn't connect with any of it. What's Josie Jane's deal? Josie Jane. Just a quick refresher. Josie Jane is a Canadian professional wrestler known to compete in the Indies. Is that so? That's so special. Let's go ahead and look up Psycho Sally. What's her deal? Psycho Sally. She's a psycho. Look out. She's crazy. Nobody knows what she's gonna do. You know, the Rager's met some characters. The Rager came up with some legitimate psychos. The Rager's not convinced that she's amongst them. She's an up-and-comer. Psycho Sally's an up-and-comer. Going for another quick stealing it. Nice bulldog there. Isn't it so nice to finally spend your very precious time and energy watching an actually competent and proficient virtual wrestling league? I can't believe... Oh, wow. What a flip. Gonna try to roll her up here. Josie Jane's gonna take it now. Psycho Sally kicks out. Rager can't believe anybody ever watched WATCW. At least past the first season. First season was pure fucking gold, because that was when the Nasty Roll was rocking daddy. Huge splash off the top rope. Don't get it twisted. The Rager will be in the ring tonight. The Rager returns. You, of course, saw the Rager wrestle all over Season 2, but it was as El Regular. It wasn't the same. It wasn't the real deal, daddy. However, the Rager did, of course, win, if you could believe it, Tag Team Championship gold alongside the Ultimate Warrior of all fucking people. So even at the Rager's lowest and darkest and most hopeless, he accomplishes greatest things. That's what the Rager does. Quick whip off the ropes. Sally looking for it. Gets a knee to the face for her troubles. Nice try, Sally. Maybe you should watch a couple more Rager matches yourself. Learn a thing or two. Josie Jane wrenching the leg. They don't sound happy about it, but let's face it, they're not happy about much these days. They should be happy because they got tickets to the most in-demand virtual wrestling show of all time. That's because it's the only virtual wrestling show. You think you can maybe go tune into some other virtual wrestling on some other channel? You can't. They're all disappearing, fading like dying stars. Already gone. Their light just hasn't snuffed out quite yet, but you'll see. You will see. We're taking them all down. We're not letting the injustices that were put on poor people like the Rager to ever happen anywhere and any timeline ever again. Way to tweak the neck there. Oh, hit the dab. Rager couldn't do that. Like, you know, just like the Rager was saying, too old for this shit. Rager's a young soul, but he's too old at that. Another whip off the ropes. Ooh, Josie Jane really targeting the legs of Psycho Sally, who appears to be wrestling in Doc Martens, by the way. I know her little tootsie's got to be hurting. Let the Rager know if you need somebody to rub your tootsies later. Toots. Okay, Josie Jane's calling Psycho Sally up. Look at the Rager. I am the greatest accomplishment that's ever come out of this wretched channel. Quick cover. And that's that. Psycho Sally left in the middle of the ring looking like a dead fish. Josie Jane, congratulations. And wait a minute. She's back in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, get her, Josie. That's more like it. You gotta show these kids how it's done. Look, they think they could just waltz in here, put in half the time and effort, and get twice the results. And for that, you get your shit stomped out in the ring, Psycho Sally. Not very psychotic, if you ask me. Might want to come with a little more edge, a little more bite next time. Thanks for coming. Stakes are high, by the way. You can't afford to lose anything in this league. This is the only one. You have no other options. You're going to go work somewhere else? You're not. So it is paramount that you succeed here. And we've got a great first tag team match of the league coming up here. This is going to be a good one. Who is out first? Oh, uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Flint McStones and Club Arella have arrived. Welcome to the Bone Zone, because these two are truly as original as it gets. Who's been doing it longer than these two? Straight from the paleo, what's that? Triathlon period? Triathlon Park? Paleozoic? Rager went on a Paleozoic diet before. Really helped clear up his skin. Here we go. You know them. You love them. And they never look better than this. It ain't just the Usos. This is the Elite Usos.
At a combined weight of 492 pounds, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, the Usos.
Look how happy they are. What a treat. They just are so grateful to be there. Don't you wish you could always be smiling like that? Like this? Rager wishes he could smile like this. Probably get, the aforementioned skincare. Probably start getting some wrinkles, but the Rager's got all sorts of serums for that shit, Daddy. The Usos have been perfected by the machine. They've never looked better. And if the Rager's intuition is good, and it is damn good, got a feeling they're going to wrestle better than ever here tonight, too. What kind of headdress is that, Flint McStones? He's got to have a thick fucking skull to hold his head up with that thing on. Big right hand from, looks like, Elite Jimmy. Elite Jimbo. Got to start us off. Wow, our first ever tag team contest in 2.5 CW. How nice. Because I know the Rager knows everybody. Oh, double super kick. The Rager knows everybody loves watching virtual tag team matches. Quick cover by Elite Jey Uso over Flint McStones. The Rager would love to go back and look up some history and facts about Flip McStones, but the Rager doesn't read a demic. Another double team. What could it be? Oh, wow, it's with a Samoan drop. Flip McStone's got to tag out of this quick like. Oopsies. Oopsies, didn't quite get all of it there, Big Jim. Himbo Jimbo. Ooh, Clubberella, and let the Ranger let you know, he doesn't know a lot about Clubberella, but he's seen ladies like this before, and she knows her way around a bone. You know what I'm saying? A dinosaur bone. Who do we got here tonight? You know, the Usos, of course, incredible tag team wrestlers. Some would say greatest tag team of all time. We'll see. You got to beat Trent Shaw and Jody Garcia before you could even begin to register as the greatest tag team of all time for the Ragers information. He's putting the one up. Big Jim. Big Jim's putting the one up. I'll give you one of these. Punch in the midsection. Another big Samoan drop. This time to Clubberella, she wants to quick tag out to Flip McStone. She got more than she bargained for. She gets a DDT to the mat here today. Tag is good. Here comes main event Elite Jey Uso. And everybody just loves Elite Jey Uso. One of the greatest technical wrestlers of the modern era, in the Ragers' opinion. This guy can go. He can beat the best of them. And he may prove that tonight by defeating Clubberella and Flip McStones. Alternatively, it would be a monumental, an earth-shifting, a continental drifting victory for the Stone Age to get one over on the Elite Usos here tonight. Every single one of these matches counts for so much because it's the first show. Do you want to wake up tomorrow and be 1-0 or 0-1? Because, by the way, wake up tomorrow 0-1, the Rangers don't want to see it at all. Flip McStones, he's big, he's bad. Ooh, and he's countering this DDT from Elite main event Jey Uso. Throws him to the ropes. Big spine buster. Good grief, he's got little skivvies under there. You see those? He's got like little shorts on. Surprised the caveman would be so decent to do so. The Rager never has got anything on under this, to be clear. Nowhere, you know, Ranger goes a lot of places like this, and people make assumptions. They think, of course, he's got pants on under there, and maybe, you know, maybe some undies. Oh, all natural, daddy. And you're lucky he puts this much on. You're lucky he puts this much on, or you should be so unfortunate that this is all we're showing off, daddy. Oh, here we go. Jey Uso turning Clubberella into a pretzel. Here comes Jimmy onto the leg. She's never going to walk the same again. Holy shit. They are so strong, and they just have no remorse. Whoa! Flip McStones knocks Jimmy Uso off the top. Oh, man. I can't believe Flip McStones even saw him over there. His peripheral vision's got to be fucked the hell in that helmet. Big tag to Clubberella, who is stuck in there. Double super kick. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Go for the cover already. This thing's done. Big elbow drop. Hooks the leg. That's got to be it. Kick out at one. These prehistoric women, they're built differently. This woman doesn't even know what an iPad looks like. You know what I mean? Her resolve has not been ruined by TikTok. And of course, you know, a team like the Stone Age, big Samoan drop, you see the Elite Usos as an opportunity. Maybe that's your way to the 5. Maybe you could be the ones to beat the 5, but you get there, you got to beat these two for sure. And the Usos are just so good. The Elite Usos are just unmatched almost in that ring. Putting the whooping on Flip McStones. Big punch in the midsection. Takes him off the ropes. Oh, big clothesline. Upsy daisies to the outside. I mean, you look at this team, and ooh, snapped off the ropes there. And look, that's not enough. Jey Uso taking it to Clubberella, who's not even a legal woman anymore, knocked off the apron. The Usos absolutely dominating here tonight. Whoa, look out. Ranger thought he was going over the top. Ranger thought he was going for it. And isn't it so nice the Ranger could just sit here and talk to everybody on an individual basis? Used to be on this channel, it'd be all yip, 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 yip. Oh, this person's calling in yip, 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 yip. Complaining and arguing. Sowing discord. They're not calling from Discord. Why can't they ever figure that out here? I don't know. Ranger doesn't understand. But here, 9 count, Flip McStones. Do you think Flip McStones can count to 10? Seems unlikely. What's Jey Uso thinking? Oh, yeet. Oh, wow. Hit him with the big booty bash. And a super kick downstairs with a punch in the throat. He hit him in the leopard print. But Flip McStones is up quick. Oh, that's a little awkward. Ranger would have never messed that up. That was an easy layup. Little backdrop from Flint. Oh, look out, ref. This ref's always getting in the fucking way. You gotta look out with these elite characters, man. They just have no compassion in their hearts. The Ranger doesn't think they have hearts. The Ranger's not confident they have internal organs. What moves these? Oh. Kick downstairs, another slap to the face. That helmet's probably, doing a little protection there. Wow, big splash from Uso. Clubberella breaks it up, and you just know, had she not, this thing would be wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. And Jey Uso may have another one in the chamber. Look out below! Stick a fork in him, daddy. He's pasta. That's it. No doubt. The Elite Usos with a blockbuster victory over the Stone Age.
Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso, the Usos.
They never look better. They look perfect. The Ranger wishes his complexion could look like that. Not a blemish. Not a pore to even clog. Congratulations. Great work to the Elite Usos. Incredible work. A great testament to what we're trying to accomplish here in 25CW. What's up next? What do we got next? The Machine's booked an incredible show. The Ranger's honored just to be a part of it and bear witness to it. Well, folks, 25CW was teasing this. Of course, we've got our world titles, our tag title, our 2K championship, but there are 2 more. And you are going to get to learn what they're all about here tonight, starting with the 25CW D-Master Championship. Here we go, Daddy. You'd seen the way the Usos had been perfected by the blessed light of 2-5. Now feast your eyes on Charlotte Flair. Distilled down to the most basic elements of what it means to be a great wrestler. The Queen Charlotte Flair has been demastered. We cut out the fluff. We removed the redundant polygons. The textures. And now Charlotte Flair will get the challenge for the D-Master Championship. Amazing. Is there anything she can't do? That's what's so interesting about this place. It takes you and it just makes you better. Its ability to conjure. I've almost never seen anything like it. But the Rager has seen something like this. You know what they say? Death, taxes, and a really long Roman Reigns championship entrance. You can run as fast and as far as you like, but you'll never escape that. Here comes the inaugural 25CW D-Master Champion. And the Rager keeps saying it. It sounds redundant. It sounds like, you know, he's just saying it to say it. It's true. It's true every time the Rager says it. Every time the Rager speaks, you have to trust that he's telling the sincere truth from the bottom and through every cockle of his glorious heart. Roman Reigns never looked better. And I don't think he's ever held a better championship than that one right there. The D-Master title. He put it up. It ain't quite ones up. Usually they do this. Tonight he's doing this. Which, you know, means has a lot of power in its own right. Don't get it twisted. The Rager's an ally. Roman Reigns has accomplished so much on this channel and leagues far and wide. But tonight, his legacy gets to carry forward to perhaps its most significant chapter when he walks in here tonight to defend the D-Mastered Championship. He'll be facing a Charlotte Flair like no one's ever seen before, but by definition and circumstance, though, you are seeing an OTC like you've never seen before. This is going to be special. This is the beginning of a concept that you didn't even know existed. The Machine did such a great job with these two. It perfected them. They're incredible. And the Rager's just so honored to sit and bask in the glory of flawless creation. Roman knows. You look at a competitor like Roman Reigns and you go, what's left for a guy like that to accomplish? What's left for a guy like that to prove? But you see it on his face. Look at the expression. You can see he is in this moment, and he understands how high the stakes are. He understands that if he falters here, all that stuff that came before doesn't mean anything. But if he can make it happen here, if he can prove that he is indeed the rightful D-Master Champion, fists up. Everybody in the crowd's doing it wrong. They're pointing their finger up. Can't you fucking idiot see? He's just putting his whole fist up. It's like a paw. Yeah. This could be the beginning of the greatest era in Roman Reigns' career. How many days do you think he could keep that D-Master Championship? 1,000? 2,000? 3,000? The Rager can't wait because we're going to get to see every glorious second of it. Because we'll be here forever. This is it. This is everything from this point forward. There he is. Raise your prize. The D-Master Championship. That is what they'll be competing for tonight, folks. How special. How distinct. How great for you to be here to witness history like this. Here we go. And the Rager just can't wait to see. Look at that. That's a beautiful championship. The D-Master Championship. With the custom side plates. Tell us all about it.
From the Queen City, Charlotte.
What are the odds? They call her the Queen. She's from the Queen City. That's an incredible coincidence.
Weighing in at 265 pounds,
Amazing. Perfect. Here we go. He will hand that title over. Will it be his again when the bell rings for the second time? Or will Charlotte Flair prove that she is most deserving of being D-Master Champion at 2.5 CW? In a few moments, folks, you'll know. Here we go. Ring the dang bell. Here we go. Roman goes for a tie-up in the middle. You just never know what you'll look like on the other side. When it comes time to be perfected, what do you get to keep? What do you lose? What do you gain? Of course, the Ranger looks like he always did, Daddy. The authentic article. God didn't make any mistakes on this one. No need for a second draft. You know what I'm saying? Charlotte Flair hooks around to the back. Quick reverse grapple. That ain't the Heimlich maneuver. Snapmare to the mat. This could be a highly competitive one. This could easily be the match of the night, folks. Probably not, though, because we still got to see 4 of the... I thought Charlotte was tapping. We got to see 4 of the 5 still tonight. That includes Trent Shaw and Jody Garcia defending the 2.5 CW World Tag Title. Look at the hammer blows there. That includes 2.5 CW Women's World Champion Ava Moreno, and that does, of course, include the most famous virtual wrestler of all time, the 2.5 CW Men's World Champion, Zero. I know some of you had so many questions about the 5 leading up to this moment. It's so great that all of them could be answered for you. Roman Reigns going for the quick pin here. The Ranger doesn't think he's going to get it, but the Ranger is never wrong, and so he does it. Off the ropes. Huge backdrop. Nope. Charlotte denies it. Charlotte, no stranger to virtual wrestling, but not a lot of accomplishments to speak of. Defeating Roman here tonight would be magnificent. But the Ranger knows you don't want to see that happen. Everybody wants to see Roman keep it. Everybody loves when Roman's the champ. Everybody loves seeing his big entrances. Everybody loves when he holds multiple titles. Who knows? Maybe D-Master Roman could. Maybe D-Master Roman could be the one to beat the 5. We'll see. Or on the outside, Charlotte whips Reigns back to the ring. Oh, he's flopping like a frog. Slams him off the mat. And now Charlotte will probably be inclined to go for more of a ground game. Try to catch him with some submission tricks, but you got to be careful. Roman is deadly with that guillotine. He will choke the life out of you before you know he's even got it locked in, especially when a title is on the line. He's giving the ooh-ah.
Spear! Are you kidding me? Roman, it's the spear already. Are you kidding me? Where did he get that from? It's gonna be over!
Charlotte gets the shoulder up. You cannot let Roman Reigns hit a spear that quickly and that easily. You just aren't going to succeed or survive when that happens. Takes her to the corner. He's going to hang her up on the top buckle. How the hell did she let him hit that so quickly? I mean, we are just living on borrowed time at this point, folks. Knocks his head off the buckle. Charlotte going up top. Oh, wow! The Ranger had thought she goofed it, but it was all part of the plan, except Roman rolls her up in the middle. Hey, Roman's gonna steal it. Oh. The OTC's so close. There's blood in the water. He smells it. He's hungry. I don't know if they bleed at this point.
Wow, no natural selection from the Queen.
Hooks the leg. Be still. The Ranger's heart was beating a double time there. Ranger really thought she did it. I think it's even. It's anybody's match at this point. We could see it retained. Oh, she's got him scooped up. What's she thinking? No, dumps him. Roman's got Rachel thought Roman was going to roll it all together. He's up on the ropes. Careful, big chop. Hangs the leg on the ropes there. Careful, careful. Now it's Roman on the ropes again. Charlotte Flair is messing with him. Second buckle. What she got from up there? What's she thinking? Could we actually see a new champ coming in? Wow, what a crossbody out the second buckle. But Roman's right back up. She counters it, sees it. Wow, what a spinning back fist. Some expert level kumite. And now look, here's what I was telling you. The Ranger was saying Charlotte Flair's so deadly on the mat because that figure 4 times 2 becomes a figure 8. And it can go flip sideways forever. She let him out real quick. What's that all about? Oh, wait a minute. The Ranger forgot. Charlotte Flair knows it. Oh, I thought she was going for the spear. What an incredible handspring lariat. New champ. Charlotte did it. No. Roman kicked out. That's crazy. And Charlotte may be thinking for another figure 4 or 8 for that matter. She cannot let Roman get control. She knows it. Hits him off the ropes. Oh, she went for another one of those back fists. She is relentless. Look at this. You see Roman fighting for an opening, but she's not going to give it to him. And that's exactly what she has to do if she wants to be a 2-5 CW champion. Look, she was going for a pile driver, a power bomb there. Roman saw it. And here, this is what you can't let happen when you're facing that man. When you're facing that shape. That general man-like shape. Big backdrop to Roman. Now, this is what the Ranger was saying earlier. He forgot. Charlotte knows a thing or two about hitting a spear of her own. Oh, big slap. And a big hammer to the back of the head. Is this it? Is she going to hit it simply with that? No. She's still going. Classic. Shades of her demastered father. The Ranger would say Ric Flair's pretty demastered. He's pretty low poly. Especially in his head. Sends Charlotte back into the ring. Look out. Look out, Charlotte. You can't let him get control here. Picks her up. What's he thinking? But likewise, he's got to capitalize. He's taking a lot of damage. Wow! Leapfrog over the spear. No way. What is this? She's going for a submission move. Like some sort of reverse choke. He's getting choked in reverse. Roman doesn't tap. That would have been it. Goes for the spear and she leapfrogged over it. Jumping Jehoshaphat's. And she has got it this time. And this could be it. Figure 4. Bridging into the 8. It is. Is Roman going to tap? New Demaster champion. No. Why the hell is she letting him go? She's under no obligation to do that. And if this must be that handspring, the big clothesline. That's got to be it. I think she's finally done it. I think Roman just lost. 2, 3. Wow. New champ. Where else can you go for moments like this? Nowhere. You can't. The new. So classic. Unbelievable. In spite of the legacy Roman Reigns has carved out in other virtual wrestling leagues, and the best of the best, he falls short and loses the demastered 2-5 CW championship and his debut, and that's going to the Queen Charlotte Flair. That's what she just did. 4 stars. Amazing. Congratulations to the new champion. We're in every bit of it. Used every move in her arsenal. And it almost wasn't enough, but at the end of the day, it is she who will take the D-Master Championship home and prove she is the greatest set of polygons in the back. Wow. What a show. Truly worth all the hype and the wait. What's up next? What's up next? Are you kidding me? This is the best part of the show. Let's get up here. It's time, and who is that? It's time for the first ever edition of the Rager Trials. This is it. This is the moment people are waiting for. You're gonna get to see everything the Rager learned as El Regular. This is so great. And it does appear. Guess he's talking now. Fanny Fan is the young lady that keeps sending Rager letters in the mail. Word on the street is Fanny Fan is indeed a great fan of the #1 undead Daddy-O, and she was just so ecstatic to hear that the rumors of the Rager's demise were greatly exaggerated. That's what I'm being told right now, and she just, when she heard that the Rager was issuing an open invitation for the Rager Trials tonight, she was front of the line. Oh, here it goes. This is what it's all about.
And her opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 228 pounds, Ricky Rage.
That's right. Big Ricky Rage has returned to the ring finally. No El Regular. And you know damn well no Ricardo Radis, whatever the hell that was. The Rager is one of one. This is the authentic article. This is the OG. The Rager has returned to the square circle via 25CW, and thank goodness he's lost that stuffy lucha mask. Thank goodness he can sing, he can dance, and he can compete as he was always meant to do. The fans are going absolutely buck wild. Whew. Amazing. Amazing. Get those fucking signs out here. Are you... How are they allowed to have those signs in here? How is it literally possible? How is it possible? Keep the fireworks going. Our pyro budget is virtually endless. Spare no expense. Let it be known. Shout it from the mountaintops. Make sure they can hear us at the mountaintop and in the lowest valley that Ricky Rage is back, and it's time to ring the bell. Yeah, wow, soiree. Enchanté. Alright, Fanny, let's see what you got here. Here's how good the Rager is. He doesn't even have to turn the HUD on. We're going to do a little grapple. Well, we're going to work the arm, and we're going to switch it up. We're going to switch it up, Fanny. Let the Rager show you how it's done. The Rager doesn't know what you've been accomplishing elsewhere, but here's how you do. You switch it up, and then you switch it up, and ooh, Fanny's already learning quickly from the best teacher there is. Ooh, here we go. Little grapple game, and now the Rager's got you from back here, and we're gonna put it into this little cuddle puddle. Yank! Got the legs. Oh, bang! The Rager is gonna move better than he ever has because he's learned a lot of new things down in the barrio to become the lucha legend El Regular. That's what's so beautiful. They took the mask off, but they couldn't take the experiences that the Rager had in it, the memories that he made, the lessons that he learned. Oh, bang! Go ahead, count it. That's it. Look at that. Riding that pony. Oh. This is the first edition of the Rager Trials, and what that means is every single time 25CW goes live, the Rager's going to come down to the ring, and he's going to wrestle whoever wants to challenge him. It'd be so easy for him to go for a championship or try to challenge the 5. Rager just loves being back. The Rager wants to give back. The Rager wants to see what he's missed. So when these new young talents want somebody to learn from, look no further than the Rager trials. Because if you could beat Big Ricky Rage, wow, what a spin! Bang! If you could beat Real Ricky Rage, you're ready for the big time. Oh, ooh, great counter from Fanny. But not as good as this one. And watch this. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. She got up a lot quicker than the Rager thought she would. She's a little more resilient. Fanny is a big fan of the Rager. She's posted many in memoriam tributes on her Instagram page. Watch this. And now, let me get my shit in, sister. Let me hear it. Let the Rager hear how much you missed him, folks. Bang. Bang. Ooh, a little shove. With the bicycle kick. All right, Fanny, I know you know this one. Let's see if you could take it. So many people want to use this move these days, but no one can beat the original. Bang with the triple. The third R. Count it. That's it. Oh! Okay. Well, you remember what the Rager told you. He learned a lot when he was El Regular, and that includes this move right here. The Ricky Roll! You never seen the Rager do that before. Done deal. Count to 20. He's back. He's done it. And the first episode of the Rager trials have concluded. What's this little kid want with me? What is it? Oh, a little show of respect? You think so? All right, kid, you got a lot to learn. But it was your honor. Fanny Fan. I know it just meant the world to her to get in there and mix it up with the Rager. You want to shake the hand of greatness? The Rager is not one to stop you. It's about time people start understanding how great the Rager truly is. Giving him his due. Giving him his flowers. Just stop hanging out outside the Rager's locker room. You got that, Fanny? Rager spoken for. And you're like, what, 10? Jesus. What's next? The Rager trials, I mean, come on. Oh, whoa, Nelly. Now I know this one's going to hurt. How did we pull this off? How did we do it? How did we get her?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the All-Star Action Junior Championship.
Oh, here he comes. It's time for another sight you've never quite seen. A division and championship unique to the only virtual... I guess it's all unique, right? For the only virtual wrestling league, by definition, anything that happens here is unique. But it is time for the first ever Elite Championship match. And here comes Cody Rhodes. Y'all know Cody Rhodes. You know what he looks like. You remember, right? There he is. I heard Cody Rhodes was the Twitch Champion of the Year elsewhere. Rager don't know what that's about because 25CW don't have a Twitch Championship. But the American Nightmare is feeling elite. And the Rager knows Cody Rhodes knows a lot about being elite. But can he go the distance tonight and perhaps become the Elite Champion? We're going to see. We already had a huge title switch tonight. Rager's not quite prepared to call it an upset, but he would still say it was unexpected. Charlotte Flair defeating Roman Reigns for the D-Master Championship. Can Cody Rhodes chart a similar path tonight? As he look at it, that man's ass is angular. Good thing he probably doesn't shit. Probably. Couldn't possibly eat. That's what's great. This Cody Rhodes doesn't need to eat. Remember that one time Cody Rhodes separated his pec and he had that awful, terrible bruise on it? I mean, what an incredible moment that we just seemingly need to continuously always recognize. Well, this is what it's all about. Look at this. How did we do this? How did we pull it off? Elite Rhea Ripley is back. And she is the first ever 2-5 CW Elite Champion, the pinnacle. Once upon a time, this was the last thing you were ever going to see, the closing image of a long dead virtual league. She is the end. But tonight she returns at the beginning as the first ever Elite Champion. That is Elite Rhea Ripley. She's back. You love her. You love looking at her. You love her vibe. And we've got her. Elite Rhea Ripley jumped at the opportunity to compete in a league that matched her ability, to hold a championship representative of her power. And that's that one. Elite Rhea Ripley is the Elite Champion of 2-5 CW. And she will look to defend that title for the very first time against Elite Cody Rhodes. What an incredible belt. Vader's never seen a championship like that before. That's fascinating. And if you don't mind the Ranger saying, a lot less angular back there, Elite Rhea Ripley. This is a big one.
Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cody Rhodes.
The Mattel Nightmare, the Elite Cody Rhodes.
From Adelaide, South Australia, the All-Star Action Junior Champion, Rhea Ripley.
Elite Rhea Ripley finally has a championship aligned with her namesake, in tune with her power. She spent far too long wasting it in other slums, facing inferior competitors not half as talented as she. Now she gets to prove why she is the best of the best by defending the Elite Championship against this cornball. The Ranger's not afraid to say it. This dude's cornball. Ring-a-ding-ding, and here we go. Hard to follow that last match, the first ever Ranger trial. What a win over Fanny. That means a lot to the Ranger. It wasn't easy. Hopefully she learned a lot from that matchup. That's what the Ranger's here to do. He's here to help build and restore. Yes, we are. We are deleting each and every virtual wrestling league across the cosmos. Yeah, we're doing that a little bit. But won't things be so much better and easier by bringing all of it back here? Isn't it nice to sit here and see this and know this is it? This is the only virtual wrestling league. You get it all right here. As Cody takes Elite Rhea to the mat, she walks up, still grappling there at the center. Hits the ropes, big drop kick from Elite Rhea Ripley. People are going to be so mad that Elite Rhea Ripley's here. They're going to be so upset to see that. Huge punch. You can hear the plastic on plastic in there. Ouchies. What if Cody Rhodes is just perpetually in pain? If Elite Cody has just always got a torn pectoral muscle. A bruise that never heals. But Rager guesses it was better that way. That is the form that the machine gave him. Elite Rhea rolls him up. Nope. Huge knee to Cody. And understand, look, Rager was saying earlier with Charlotte and Roman, I mean, just, if you've been here, you know what a competitor Roman is, what it meant to get a win over him. The Rager would suggest the same is true here. And what's so exciting is that Cody Rhodes and Elite Rhea would never have had any reason to ever compete against one another in lesser leagues. We give that to you tonight. We give that to you on day one. You get to see something you've never seen before. We have an entire division of elite competitors here. It's by definition elite. Why would you want anything else other than that? Elite Cody catches the leg, sends Elite Rhea to the mat. What's he thinking? Maybe a little Boston crab? The Rager went to Boston. He ordered the shrimp. He came home with the crabs. Oh. You know what he's saying? It's so great to be here. It's so great to sit in this seat and just gloat in the complete failure of the OFB. I mean, let's face it. With everything we had accomplished together, the OFB and the Rager, I mean, he is not even half as powerful apart from the Rager as he was with the Rager. Back when we rode together, people cared. People listened to what he had to say. Want to follow him on social media. Want to have him on their podcasts. Then he cuts me out. Like I wasn't responsible for all that. And what's he got left to show for it? Dopey little channel. Stupid stream. Dead league. Fantasy faction war. Big move from Elite Rhea. Cody kicks out. It still eats up the Rager inside. That he was willing to make the greatest sacrifice in service of his friend. The Rager recognized the OFB's pain. And he would have done anything to take it away, even if it meant his own demise. But he still took the coward's route out. Elite Rhea going for it. It'd have been easy to kill me. Instead, he wanted to make me suffer because he was jealous and scared, because he knew deep down that without me, he was nothing. And now Daddy's come back. Where is he? But just because the Rager's back, don't get it twisted. I'm not here to help him. Here we go, middle of the ring. Rhea's got it. Elite Riptide. That's gotta be it. Cody ain't kicking out of that. No, he's not. Holy Toledo.
Here is your winner, and
And still.
All-Star Action Junior Champion, Rhea Ripley.
You know, we've been asking who can beat the Five, but the Rager will take that one step further and say who can beat Elite Rhea Ripley. That's a question we'll attempt to answer across 25CW, but it ain't Elite Cody Rhodes. The Rager knows that much. That woman is terrifying. Respectfully, please don't answer the Rager trials next time. And still, 25CW Elite Champion. Congrats to the champ. Do you play on PS5? The people want to know. Yeah, the Rager's looking at a PS5 right about now. But the Rager don't play. The Rager's here to work, Daddy. What's up next? Cole Quinn versus El Ordinario. El Ordinario, that sounds a little derivative. I mean, El Regular, hello. What's this? Who's this Poindexter? Ooh, rock and roll.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 210 pounds, Cole Quinn.
Cole Quinn. Sources tell the Rager Cole Quinn's got a deep background in independent and even backyard wrestling. Another workhorse type, we'll see. Rager's skeptical. Dude's not even got a pair of sunglasses on. Come on. Looks like, what do they call them? Vanilla little people. See, Rager knows what you can't say. What you can and can't say. He knows what words you're not allowed to use. Little Villy Manilli. This dude's a dork. Look at his little rock and roll. Some of his future pants. What's his deal? Cole Quinn. Rager don't get it. Maybe Cole Quinn should answer the next Rager trial. This guy could learn a lot. A lot. Who's he got tonight? This is some funky music. Here he comes. El Ordinario, seriously?
Weighing in at 202 pounds, El Ordinario.
Look, I don't know why anybody would choose this life. The Rager was forced to live under the pseudonym of El Regular for an entire year of his life. It was complete agony. It was torture. You don't have to do this to yourself. I don't know if this, the Rager doesn't know if this is like a tribute, an homage to yours truly. He also doesn't have the energy. I mean, even as El Regular, the Rager would get out there and put on a show. This guy looks asleep at the wheel. You gotta do a flourish. It's too stoic. And it's music. Rager knows you probably can't even hear this music. But this is some funky beat here. The Rager's going to need to Shazam this later. Rager's going to play this at the next Freak Off. And they are freaking out over there at ringside. Okay. Let's get the show on the road here, boys. These are two more young upstarts, Cole Quinn and El Ordinario, who just got everything to prove and by extension everything to lose. If they don't pull this off here tonight. This is an opening statement. This is a first impression. Bell rings, boys. Let's see what you got. Again, Rager feels like both these schmucks could learn a lot from him. Cole Quinn's got these like cool little sci-fi tights. He's like a little space cadet. He's like a little space cadet, but he's not afraid to rock out. El Ordinario. Rager's not sure about that. He just feels, quite frankly, the Rager thinks it's in poor taste. Too soon. The Rager's still getting used to feeling the fresh air on his skin once again, and you're out here invoking his gimmick, brother? A gimmick he never chose? Anyway, quick tie up in the corner there. Nice counter. Oh, El Ordinario's going to roll him up. Try to take it quickly. This is a great proving grounds opportunity. You want to live in the championship divisions. Let's see if you can get it done. And an exhibition match here tonight. The Rager just heard like a literal witch laughing in the front row. Did anyone else hear that? That was spooky. Big kick to the back of El Ordinario's head. Followed up by a knee. Quick cover. Cole do it. Not quite. It's good. Look, Ranger don't know much about El Ordinario, but he looks like a fellow brother from the barrio, and it's going to take a lot more than that to put a Lucha Man down. Quick counter elbow to the face of Cole Quinn. Incredible. Cole Quinn hooks the leg. Could that be enough tonight? Quick one. A little quickie. Ain't nothing wrong with a little quickie, alright? Ranger's getting old. Throws Cole off the ropes. Over the top to the outside. And everybody's just so excited to be here. Everybody's so fortunate to have made it to 2-5CW with a diving elbow off the top to the head of Cole Quinn. Goodness gracious. Quick to the back. That's what the Ranger likes to see. Keep on him. Play viciously. Why do it any other way? There you go. Give him a little this. A little razzmatazz. Wowie! Oh. That's a shame. You hate to see him go splat like that. But a nice Hurricane Rana. El Ordinario stays on. He's going up top. What's he thinking? Does he have a little Ricky roll of his own? Wow, wow, wow! What an incredible shooting star press. That's got to be it. Ow. The shit did Cole Quinn kick out of that. The shit. Ooh. A little springboard sit on your face. Don't mind if I do. Cole has got to rally. I mean, I just think this kid's a dork. You look at somebody and the Ranger is pretty quick to know if they've got it, and Cole Quinn just don't got it. Wow, what a DDT though. Not a bad DDT. He thinks he's done it. The Ranger disagrees. Ranger's never wrong. Maybe Cole Quinn could put on a mask. He's got quite a schnoz. Maybe he's into feet. Maybe Cole Quinn likes to smell feet. Just sort of theory crafting here. Hooks the leg. The foot guy, not quite. El Ordinario jumps up. Wow, Shining Wizard to the back of El Ordinario's head. Cole Quinn hooks the leg, and could he have really done it and proven the Ranger wrong? Yes, he has. Wow. Impressive and remarkable.
Here is your winner.
Big win over El Ordinario. That was quite the impact statement. And the Ranger may have miscalculated here. Perhaps it's El Ordinario that needs to switch it up. Oh, okay. Air guitar. Cut that shit out, kid. That's really embarrassing. Maybe El Ordinario should think about taking off the mask and trying things differently as well. Great job to Cole Quinn. What a big, impressive debut win here, 2-5CW. That's going to go a long way. It's going to be a difference maker. What's up next, Daddy? What we got? We're flying through this. We're flying through this. Why were wrestling streams always so long on this channel? We just cut out all the fluff. You just get right through it. Huge title match coming up here. We get to see the five once again. The Ranger's so excited. The hell was that? Did you hear that? It's like somebody dropped something. What the hell was that noise? Wow. This may be waking something up inside the Ranger. Hey, thank goodness the camera's only from chest up. That's all he's saying. They may have personality disorders, but The Clown Show have arrived ready to challenge for the 2-5 CW Tag Team Champions. Look at that. Wow. What has to happen in your life emotionally to make you like that? Are they okay? Are they okay, and what are they doing later? But wait a minute. Here come the reigning, defending 2-5 CW World Tag Team Champions. Jody Garcia, Trent Shaw, former denizens of the island with deep backgrounds and devotion to tag team wrestling. It only made sense that they'd get the call, that they'd get the upgrade to come here to join the 5 and be tag team champions, finally. Their greatest wish granted. All they had to do was fight for 5. And you look at this, you know, the Clown Show, they're on brand, right? They shop at the same stores. They know what they are. You look at Trent Shaw and Jody Garcia, you'd think, you know, maybe you wouldn't guess that they'd be on the same team. Trent Shaw, although the Ranger would love to see Trent Shaw with the sugar skull face paint. Different backgrounds, different life experiences, different characters, but all that matters is their synergy and their chemistry in the ring, and they have it in spades, as you're about to see. We all watch on.
Introducing the challengers,
Cindy Backshots. Cindy Backfire and Lula Tandy.
the prestigious World Tag Team Wrestling Champions, Troy Shaw.
No, not quite.
Jody Garcia.
That was better. Jody Garcia and Trent Shaw, the reigning defending 2-5 CW Tag Team Champions. And we must revisit the same question that we asked at the start of this broadcast. Who can beat the 5? No one has yet. Ranger's pretty confident nobody ever will. The Clown Show, Lula Tandy and Cindy Backfire will attempt to here tonight. 3 ladies with painted faces. Reminds the Rager of his last gathering of the Juggalos before he was killed at Really Mania. They still have those? The Rager would like to go. Whoop whoop. Just kidding. Bunch of fucking inbreds. Here we go. What is... the Rager doesn't know, sincerely doesn't know if that's Lula or Cindy. We're going to say... The Rager's going to decide that that is Lula and that Cindy's on the apron there. And if he gets it wrong, go ahead and fucking cry about it. Big spinning punch from Lula? Is that what the Rager decided? The Rager does think that's what he decided. Sends Trent to the corner. Ooh, little double team. A lot of guys would pay a lot of money for a double team from a couple of clowns. But here in 2-5 CW... he gets it for free. And Trent is having a tough time. The challengers take control of this from early on. Rager, quite frankly, is pretty surprised to see it. Jody and Trent used to run, the Rager has heard, in a lot of 6-man matches. With a guy by the name of Motu Ita, who without his contribution, perhaps none of this would be possible here today. So shout out to the great Golden Adventures, Motu Ida. Trent Shaw hooks the leg of... Did we say that was Cindy Backfire? Sure. Cindy backfire. Wow, what a Spanish fly. You just look at a guy like Trent Shaw, you don't even know how he can move like that. The standing shooting star. Cindy saw that coming, but good grief. How does a man move like that? Oh, look. Oh, what the hell? That is insane with the big chain on the whole time, too. Lula Tandy comes and breaks it up. What's he thinking? Oh, Rachel thought he was going to tag out. What is he looking for? What? Holy shit, that was incredible. Rachel doesn't even know what to call that. How many rotations that was? That's insane. Was Jody Garcia even in the match?
Prestigious World Tag Team Wrestling Champions, Jody Garcia and Troy Shaw.
What the hell happened? Holy shit, the Ranger knew Trent Shaw was the real deal, but the Ranger doesn't even know what that move was. The Ranger suspects that you could hit that and count to 100 and not kick out. The Clown Show may be a solo act going for it. The Ranger forgets if that was, I think, was that Cindy who took that? She's going to be seeing cartoon birds floating around her head. Might have knocked some sense into her. She can go to college finally. Go get a real job. Holy shit. That was unbelievable. Who can beat the Five? Not those two. Not those two. Jody didn't even get to compete. Maybe next time. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Jody's coming right back out. We barely got to see her. And now she's going to accompany the 25CW Women's World Champion, Ava Moreno. Because the Five stick together. They support each other. That's what's so special about them. This is our penultimate match tonight. This is so easy. You just fly right through it.
World Internet Championship.
Here comes the challenger. Planets collide, stars explode, and in their wake arrives the monstrous Odyssey Rift. That's a whole lot of woman, Daddy. There ain't a lot of fellas who can handle that, if there are any. She is big, she is bad, and she is out of this world. The champ has got her work cut out for her tonight. Of all the challengers tonight for the Five's titles, this may be the scariest one of the bunch. Odyssey Rift. What is wrong with her? You know, you look at, we were talking about the Clown Show getting a real job. You look at somebody like Odyssey Rift, there's just really nothing else she could do. This is where she has to be. This is the job she was meant to have. Oh, here they come. How nice of Jody Garcia to come out here and accompany the Women's World Champion, Ava Moreno, to the ring here tonight. Wearing their titles, the Five have got nothing but titles. You'll never see them without one. And Ava Moreno, she's a bit of a mean queen. Okay, she's a bit of a baddie. The Ranger would know he's a bit of a baddie too. Look at that. What a great championship. What an incredible, unique design. How does the machine come up with this stuff?
Introducing the challenger from Amarillo, Texas, Odyssey Rift.
That is a scary woman.
From the Bronx, New York,
Yo, the Bronx?
prestigious Women's World Internet Champion, Ava Moreno.
Ava Moreno. World champion, member of the Five. We'll put that title on the line right here, right now. And give Odyssey Rift the opportunity to step up and try to find a chip in the armor of the greatest faction in virtual wrestling history. Has she got what it takes? I think the question is, can Ava put Odyssey out faster than Trent did the clown show? I mean, that was a record-setting win back there. Would you see the look of fear on her face? Odyssey Rift may be understanding. Though imposing she may be. This ain't some lesbian biker bar, honey. You're facing the champ. Quick roll up. Ava takes it back. Whoa, Odyssey got her as well. Back and forth we go. The ref can't even count one, never gets there, and the match moves on. Odyssey looking just so vicious. What a beefcake. Smashes the knee. And Jody Garcia's gotta be... It's gotta be tough to get all ramped up, get all torqued up, and not get to compete at all tonight. Just sitting ringside. Once again, here she is now. She's got to have to control herself for fear that she doesn't get Ava disqualified. Though, of course, as you know, if it were to happen, wow, what an incredible suplex over her head there. Championship advantage. Title doesn't change hands on a disqualification. Not that the Five would ever have to resort to such cheap tactics, because they can beat anyone and anything. Ava Moreno with the single leg Boston Crab. Could she seriously get Odyssey Rift to tap out? Not that way. Not that quickly. Odyssey sins. No, Ava spins it back to the apron. God, the Rager looks so good in this light. Isn't it crazy? It's been 2 years since you've seen the Rager. The Rager would ask you what those last 2 years have been like, but quite frankly, he doesn't give a fuck. Hangs Odyssey up on the top rope. All that matters is he's back, and you're here to bear witness. Odyssey sent to the outside. Ava picks her up with a big power bomb to the mat. Oh. Can the Rager get another one, por favor? Reserve is running low. Rager needs Cervasis. What's Ava got? What's in her arsenal? Ava is just such an underrated competitor, even as world champion. Wow, sit out power bomb. That's what the Rager's talking about. You think Ava can hit a move like that on a woman like that? Ava is strong. She is a strong woman and just so beautiful, if you don't mind the Rager saying. Maybe the most beautiful woman in 25CW. What a move there. Hung her up on the shoulders. That's got to be it. Champ just retained. Go ahead, count it. Yes, she did. Just like that. It's just like that. Who can beat these guys? Not Odyssey Rift. And still, it's that simple.
World Internet Champion
Ava Moreno with a picture-perfect debut. A wonderful 5-star classic occasion. Defeats Odyssey Rift and retains the 25CW Women's World Championship. Incredible work. It's just so much better this way. It's just so much better. Oh, and here we are. It's main event time. The most famous virtual wrestler of all time is here in 25CW. I mean, what a marquee player. How did they never get this guy in the last one? We gotta stop talking about the past. We gotta stop worrying about what was. Because what was no longer is. And 25CW is the present and future. Here he comes, coming out first. The champ's coming out first. Here he is. The most famous virtual wrestler of all time, and the 25CW Men's World Champion.
For one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Circle from parts unknown, weighing in at 205 pounds, the prestigious Men's
Yes.
World
Zero, his legacy spans so far, his accomplishments gratuitous. But now it's all led to the greatest chapter of his long virtual wrestling career. To serve as the world champion of 2.5CW. Once upon a time, Zero wanted out. He wanted to travel to worlds far, far away, but the machine got hold of him. It said, come here and we can make all your grandest ambitions a reality. And there he is. He's the man. Holy fuck!
From Kyoto, Japan, weighing in
What's with the lights? Oh my god! The Rager's wearing sunglasses, and thank goodness for that. What an irresponsible Titantron! Is it supposed to do that? Is it broken? What an eyesore! And here we go, another masked wrestler. This is Chosen. And could he be chosen to be the one to beat the 5 here tonight? No one's done it. We've seen attempts from Carolina Reaper, Lula Tandy and Cindy Backfire, Odyssey Rift. But could Chosen prove to be the chosen one to try and defeat the 5? And a world-renowned Japanese Mexican luchador. Competed far and wide, and now he will get a shot at the Men's World Championship against Zero. Ring the bell. And these have been quick contests for the 5, by the way. Jay Pierce and Carolina Reaper was pretty good in competing. You know, Jay's good, but he's got a lot to learn. Jay's good. I mean, he's not a member of the 5 by accident, but clearly he's got to be trained in the way of putting these fuckers down quick and decisively, like Trent Shaw did, like Ava Moreno did. And if the Ranger was a betting man, and he's not anymore because he has absolutely no monetary value left. But if he did, he would bet on this. When you die, they just take it. And then they don't know what to do when you come back. I guess there was no precedent for that. All those movie trivia residuals, Daddy, they're gone! What a nice moonsault off the ropes by Chosen there, who wants to be the one that beats the 5 tonight, but it's going to take so much more than that. You can't waste anything. You can't give a guy like Zero an inch. He'll turn it into a light year. Side headlock by Zero, who's, again, the most famous virtual wrestler of all time. The Ranger doesn't understand how this guy wasn't committed somewhere else. And now he never will be. Because we're the only one. How did nobody pick this guy up? I mean, just such a great feather in the cap of 2.5CW to prove what we are and what we've come to accomplish. All around the multi-virtual space. Wannabe wrestling visionaries, creators, call you what you will. Failed storytellers. Do themselves and everybody who watches and participates a disservice by offering inferior, short-sighted, quick roll-up from Chosen, child's play wrestling leagues. 2.5CW is here to eat them all up. Big springboard elbow drop. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is the greatest wrestling show you've seen all year by a wide margin, the Ranger would assume. What's Zero going for? Wow, what a crazy somersault clothesline. And Zero might have done it right there. He's taking Chosen to the ring. Chosen to eat this pin. That might be it. The champ retains. Not quite. Chosen still got a little bit left in him. Once again, another guy that chooses to wear a mask. Ooh, Ooh, hangs him up on the ropes. The Ranger does not understand why anybody would do that of their own volition. It's not fun. It's very hot in there. Hard to see. Smells bad. Now Zero's in the ring. Thinks maybe he can enjoy a little count out. Wow, what a dive! From our humble champ. Notice that Zero also didn't come out here with any other members of the Five. That's how confident he is. He's a graceful champ. Wants to give Chosen the best, most fair opportunity he can here in the main event of 25CW. One-on-one. And the Ranger sitting at ringside calling the action, the voice of 25CW. And boy, does it sound good. Hard to believe you missed out on this voice for 2 years. Send Zero across the mat there. This could be a count-out victory for Chosen. But the title can't change hands.
Here is your winner, Chosen.
The Chosen just beat. You gotta be shitting me. What are these five guys just... It's the first show. What are these five guys just lost? The whole gimmick is who can beat the five, and it just happened. Retcon. What? Sorry, folks. We seem to be experiencing some sort of technical difficulty. The Ranger doesn't know what that is. Sorry for that. We're just... Get back to the match here. Seems the ref got a little confused, and unfortunately we had what almost looked like a count out, but that's no way for things to end here in 25CW. Not tonight. He lost? You get? What do you mean? We just restart the match? You think they're gonna notice that? I'm sorry, please. Well, here we go, locking up here at Zero and Chosen. Here for the 25CW Men's World Championship. Chosen's worked so hard to get this opportunity. Wrestled from coast to coast. Mexico, Japan, and now right here. Where are we tonight, by the way? Did it even say? Let's see. Right here in Kalamazoo. Ranger could tell we're in Kalamazoo by the smell. It smells like a Kalamazoo. You know what I mean? Stinky, a bunch of animals. All right. To be sure, the Ranger cannot wait to get out of here, which isn't to suggest he doesn't enjoy sitting in this seat, but it's been a long 2 years. The Ranger's got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of life to live. Wow, look at this! He's just such an acrobat, Zero. The question remains: who could beat the five? And the dominance on display here by Zero seems to suggest that it won't be Chosen. By the way, Zero also a number. Ranger never thought about that. Really makes you think. He's in the five, but his name is Zero. Springboard elbow drop. The first one we've seen Chosen do all night, to be sure. Zero goes up. What a leg drop off the top. Wow, that's got to be it. Champ just retained. Wow, I can't believe the Ranger can't believe Chosen kicked out of that. Kick to the small of the back. Zero is in the driver's seat and he's about to put the pedal to the metal off the ropes. Huge. What? Didn't quite get all of it. That's alright. Zero's just out there having fun. Wow, off the shoulders. Caught him there. Chosen thinks he might be the men's world champion. No. A 1 count. Chosen. Oh, wait a minute. What gives? Feet on the ropes, ref. You got to look out for that. Come on. You can't let a guy skirt the rules. Here we go to the outside. Careful out there. Careful out there. Of course, you have until the count of 10 or the ref will make a decision. You got to get back in the ring. Now, even if Zero were to be counted out, champion advantage, of course, I was saying earlier, title wouldn't change hands, but it would still create a circumstance in which the record books would show that Chosen had defeated Zero and thus answered the question of who could beat the 5, but Zero gets him back in, and this match continues. Ooh, big super kick. That was the only advantage of that mask for El Regular. A little extra padding when people wallop you in the head. What's Zero thinking from the corner? Wow, that leaping somersault clothesline. Looks a lot like the winning maneuver to the Rager. And I think Zero will indeed still be the men's champ. Yes, he is. Beautiful. Of course he did, and it's so great to see it. The champion retains, folks. Thank you so much for watching. What the fuck? Who is that? Look out, Zero! Look out, champ! Who the hell is that? Unalive! The Rager's never seen that person before. Who is that? Another masked man? Look out! No! Who the hell is that? Who the hell is Unalive? A masked man invading what? 25CW? Do you know about this?
The Ranger just sitting here.
Folks, everything is A-OK, Daddy. What an incredible... Again, another technical glitch. Not sure what we just saw there, but... Unalive and Zero are now enemies. Who is Unalive? I don't know what that is. What a great textbook, picture-perfect premiere for 25CW, the only virtual wrestling league. It's so good to be back in this seat and see the very best of the best in virtual wrestling compete like this tonight. What a show. Can we get the screen off? Can we get the screen off? For God's sakes. Charlotte Flair, the new Demaster champion. Elite Rhea Ripley retains the Elite Championship, and the 5 remains unbeaten. I don't know what the guy was. I know the 5 was live. The 5 is unalive. Like, are you fucking with the Rager or what a gimmick? Okay. I'm sorry. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, it's been your pleasure, and of course, you are welcome for feasting eyes upon the prize that is the greatest 4-on-1 player of all time, the Rager. And the Rager looks forward to the next opportunity to call the only virtual wrestling league, 25CW. Who will challenge the 5 next? Who will answer the Rager's trial open invitation? And who the fuck was Unalive? We'll see you next time. Rager out. Who is that guy? Unalive? I've never seen that guy before. But it's not on the sheet. Are you fucking with me? It's okay. I don't get paid enough for this shit. All right. See you later.